Oh yeah, oh yeah. Alright, we're about to go live in 3, 2, and let me just adjust this camera, and I think we're good now. Alright. Alright, we're good to this Friday, the last day of the week, and let's see what the markets have in store for us today. This is just the second chart, so we can compare. So I got this ready. This is US100 on this side and the Dow on this other side. So let's get going. But Dow, I mean US30. So again, this was yesterday, man. That trade, if we just left it alone to run, the potential is 11. That would have made us 11R. Like, it just straight up just kept going. What time was this? This was like 4:15 a.m. today, and it just dropped a little bit more. So there we go. So this is the 15 a.m. last up candle before we go down. So that's gonna be like a critical area, and I'm just gonna use so that would have been a banger trade if I'd maybe left a runner running, but no fret, I did make 2.6 out of that, and that's good for me. So I'm gonna be watching for this area right here. Let me just do this first before we go too far, which is kind of where we are right now, and I do have like 6 minutes, which is more than enough to do my analysis. So right there should be like a strong resistance area, but once we close above here, then I'm thinking there's a potential that we can go up a little bit, because that drop right there from this high to this low, we can use like one symmetrical swing of it for targets. So in this case, maybe we could look for half. Why would they want to get here on a Friday? But who knows? So anyway, let's go do that whatever real quick. I'm gonna leave that there. What's happening here? Text, just do the 15-minute breaker. It will close above it, high, low, high, high. So let's go on this side, and all shenanigans from yesterday. I thought no, where are we? US30, brah. Sorry, we're supposed to be on US. So this is US30, then should be on US100. I'm sure it did the same thing too. So I took the wrong picture. Damn. I need to take that picture before I start today's. So there we go. So there we are with the US100. I need you to match. Okay, so there we go with today's shenanigans. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, so that's the picture I need right there. And before we go to whatever, let me make sure. Yo, that's the same issues having yesterday. Seven more minutes. Wait, it's 4 more minutes. I don't have so much time, bro. So what do we have here? We have 1:15 on this side. 1:15. All right. So take that picture real quick. Copy link right there, and it's 1:15. So US30 did 1, and we Gucci on that. So group all this together. Everything is grouped, so we just need to go real quick and just start from the daily. Getting to a point where I'm thinking I don't even need that daily whatever, but it's just good to see what the daily is doing. So I just need to do that previous day low, and I don't think we'll be getting up here, but let's just mark that anyway, previous day high, and then just go to the one now, and we're done with that analysis thing. That's it, we are done. Everything else is just came out as relevant for now. So now what we're waiting is for this candle to close, and then I'll mark the high and the low. In this case, if that's the high right there, pull that to 3 p.m. and then I do have the 1 hour 11 a.m. high and the 11 a.m. low. I think that's how it's gonna close. We only have like what, 3 more minutes, and that's it, right? So let's just wait for this to close. The next thing, we wait for either this side to be taken out or the downside to be taken out, and then I need to see price come back into this range or look like it wants to reverse. So the next step is I go on the 1 minute and I identify my bounce zone, which will be the last up candle before we took that last up move. I mean the last down candle before we took the up move. So once we come down and close below it, when we retest that candle, we get a short. If it's a long, the last up candle before we took the last move to the downside, and then when we come up, we retest that last candle, whatever, and then that's gonna be a bounce zone to target the other side. Now since it's a Friday, I'm just gonna keep it whatever. Once we hit the either high or the low, I'm out, whatever it wants to give me. Since it's Friday, Friday can tend to fly away or do nothing too, you know. So this is yesterday's shenanigans, so I'm gonna just have it in there and then close all of that, and we're done. So pretty much just wait for 58 seconds left to see if we have a trade today or not. And of course on this side, I also like to mark So now I know that's the highest point of this hour. Pull this to 1 p.m. and call it 11 a.m. high. And then I know this is the lowest low right here and call that 11 a.m. low. And we're good, man. We're Gucci. That's it. Just 2 seconds doing that. Doing that analysis. I don't have to do so much, at least for this period here. So looking at this, what are we likely to do? Do we have anything to the upside? I like this already. I like that small gap here. And that's the new candle that is open. So the whole point is we are trying to participate in the expansion of this 12 p.m. candle. Now it's 12 p.m. 1 hour favorable gap, and that's all. So we are put that on the bottom. That's it. So I like the fact that we have that small favorable gap there. So if we could just come down and use that as support and then get back, we can easily aim for that whatever, for that high there. If by 1 p.m. we still, if I'm in a trading by 1 p.m. we still haven't hit targets, I'm just gonna close. So I'm thinking that's a rule I'm gonna add, but I don't know, I'm still checking that out. So looking at the health of the daily candle, I like this because we've taken out the previous day low, and we also have taken out like an old low over here. Right there, there's an old low, old daily low. So we've taken out at least 2 and dived into this, whatever this is, like a CB over here. So it will make sense if we can go up a little bit. But since it was kind of bearish, we can see it giving a little bit more fight because the bulls came in, if I can say that. And because this was once all bearish and bulls came in, I mean, it makes sense to me to say that. And we can see they gave in a fight a little bit. So will they give in to go up a little bit more, or will they come down? Looking at all this is just nice, but we've been bearish for the most part. So do they still want to keep going down? I don't know. So we'll wait and see. I like also what they're leaving up here, like that nice trend line, everything kind of balanced. This is the 5-minute time frame. So even though we have this, we also have all these over here. So all that to me is still liquidity, man. Like price can just come and sweep all this, but we'll see. So once we take this low, I need to see if I want us to go back up. If I'm thinking we're going back up, I'll need to see like a 5-minute order block form, or a demand. Is it a demand form? And then I just go back to the 1 minute and I look for my last up. In this case, it will be this candle, last up candle before we shut down. I like it when we have a swing high. In this case, we don't. So in this case, this is favorable because we do have a swing high right there. So it will be these 3 candles. Once we close above, we retest. I'm in my stop loss at the lowest low in that range, and then this is my target here. The other thing we can do is just use the last swing high to the last swing low. I can take my fib from the low to the high, and I can aim for that one symmetrical swing, which should give us at least 1:1 or whatever. So in this case, we have to trade outside of this range. If not, I'm not taking a trade. If they come here and they keep going down and we don't reverse, no trade. If they come up without going down and they still keep going up, then that's a missed trade. So it's that simple. If I'm losing, I want to lose nicely, not stupidly. If that makes sense. So this is just how I'm thinking is good. If I have my high time frame levels on just one side, and then just what I need for lower time frame levels on this other side, I think it's just easy on the mental too. So as they're dilly dallying here, let's go check out what the monthly looks like real quick. I'm having the same problem I had yesterday, right? I don't need to see that on the monthly, do I? So I can see we've taken out 2 monthly highs and maybe gone to at least a half of this. Not yet, but it could do a half of that, which I don't know. Don't see the importance of that with what I know right now. So we gapped up here, my Monday to Monday, so that's a weekly gap over there. We do have an NWOG. Do they want to go back there today? So the open price to the open price, there's a new weekly opening gap. That right is a target for whatever. Looking at how we've taken out this previous high, we took out the previous week, so maybe next week, and then we just dived into this fair value gap here, and there's what I call as a breaker, low high low low here. We short back up, so I mean that's the same logic that I do with my 1 hour. Trade above the previous 1 hour, look for a reverse pattern, and then aim for the other end, and seeing that there's a gap in there, that new weekly gap, that looks like a good area to trade to, right? Wrong, but this is on a larger scale, my friend. That's on the weekly, so that might take a while or whatever. So let's just do this. That's the daily. We dived into this CB here that has like a volume imbalance over there. That's just too much information that I do not need for. Now looking at the 4 hour, we've just traded above this previous 4 hour high into a 4 hour fair value gap. I think we could be going short. Well, we could easily come back here to read. I don't know. So we should see at least half. Let me just use the body. It should come at least to half here, which is too far. Now this is just me doing too much analysis now. Honestly, all I need is just that previous 1 hour high. Pull it to 3 p.m. 11 a.m. high, and that 11 a.m. low. So that's how it looks like on US 30. US 30. This is yesterday's shenanigans. Do I need that? No. And this is ES right here. So the 15-minute is way up here. I don't even think that's a thing in here. I'll just draw it just above there. This is where all this came from, so I'll just do 15. Now this is all analysis I really don't need, honestly. I'm just being something here. I'll just let it stay with me. I'll just put it on the side there. Make sure it's on the 1 hour. So that one was US 30 has already hit that range. Let's go back to the big boy, Mr. US100. So these levels have transposed to this other side. We don't want that, do we? And then that 15-minute break on US100 is way down here, so I'm thinking that we might get up there. Might. Come on. Hey. I think I need a different mouse, because I thought the problem with that is the battery, but I changed the battery. Okay, time to upgrade. So compare. Good lord. Comparing US100 price action just around what is this now? Just around the 11 a.m. high and the 11 a.m. low, the previous 1 hour high. All of them are still in that range, but compared with that 15-minute break, whatever, 15-minute order block, if I could call it a supply, US 30 has touched it. US 500 is just about, maybe, but US 100 is kind of a distance away, so it makes sense for me if they would like to catch up and go touch that as well. But I don't have an entry as yet because we didn't trade below that 11 a.m. hour low, so would have been nice. I feel like we could have touched that so fast, because that right there would be my entry, and then that 1 minute this up candle here will be my bounce zone. For now, I just sit on my we sit on our hands and we do nothing, just chill and wait. So this is a 4 hour. There we go, that we went into right there, but we gonna do nothing. That would have been a quick trade if we traded below here. So I'm thinking the target for that long is here, right there. I'ma just have it on the side. My brother. Hey. I need to look for a wired mouse. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute and see if we have any fair value gaps. So we had this one right here that was traded to with that 11 a.m. candle, so maybe they're pretty much done, but there was another one in here, and so now we're shooting up. That would have been nice because we could have entered with this. If we got an entry here, could have gone with this momentum to the upside. So we have that bump there, we traded down, closed above it. No, we did not. No, we did not. This is the candle that closed above it, but did we come down to touch it? No. Let me check out what the 30 minute looks like. So for the 30 minute, we have this right here is kind of inside of all of this, so that could be from that low to that high. That could be the breaker block if we close above it. But this movement to the downside, I would say, is just from this up candle here. So that will be my fast supply zone. I don't know if that's what supply guys be doing. I feel like that would have been a very quick trade for the day. It's all good anyway, so let's just keep waiting. Today is Friday, so we don't really expect much. I'm gonna either take this to the side like that or just shorten it a little bit. So those two are looking like that. I mean, I do know below that one, whatever is that 1 hour thing, so So let me just have it like that. So I'm just gonna put alerts. So I'm not doing nothing. This alert may not function as intended. So do you want us to put the logarithm or whatever? Okay. Oh, should be on this side. Okay. So I put alerts on both sides. So I don't really have to have my guard on anyway, so I'm good. I don't want this previous day low on this side. I just want those high time frame levels on one side. Thank you so much. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. I think I have cleaner charts like that. So let's wait. Let's wait for now. If I could go back to the 1 minute and compare, no, put that EMA. We are looking. Why does it look different here? Go back to the 1 minute, my friend. Do we have a short here today? Look at this, my guys. Equal highs over there. Relative equal highs. But it's slanting upward, so it's taking that high, but just a tick or a quarter of a tick or whatever. So if this closes below this, so that could be, that right there could be a bounce to the downside. I just want to study. I'm not doing nothing, just looking at what price is doing. My god. Gray. Looking at the 5 minute, if you look at the 200, 50 cross 200 here, that's the first retest, and then we have this trend line coming up like this. Oh, there could be like a nice short there. Just come down, see if we can come to at least half of this movement to the upside, because the way that daily candle looks, I think the shorts are gonna give in a fight. So I would like us to like push up a little bit, at least go up to that 11 AM high, take that high, and then if they can come and touch that breaker too, that would be nice. I mean that zone, and then we'll look for a short. I'm thinking we should be able to attack at least half of this range here, from that low to that high. I'm thinking we should be able to get to at least somewhere here, and that's if I do get a short up here, that right there is where I'm coming out. I mean, if it's like 12:40, I could wait a little bit, maybe see if 12:50 will work out for us. But being a Friday, I think I'm just gonna be straight with my exit. That is, I get a short from up here, so we could see some similar. That would be nice if we took those highs and that one and just come and take these lows. And again, as I said, see if we can get to half of this retracement to the upside. So yep, I'm just gonna put this on the side there just to see if that logic is or something. So 50 retest, and then all right, thank you EMAs. All right, let's go back to the 1 minute. So I'll try to see if there's a way, because I like to move around so much, and I think people watching that might be disturbing. So I don't know, I'm gonna design that to where I can have my own charts that I'm moving around, and then kind of have where I'm gonna be doing my entries to just be stable, because I move around a lot, especially, you know. And I found out after I'm in a trade, that's when I can move around quite a bit. This one, it's looking funny. Put it in the center, or in the right is okay too. It's just there by itself. I can see you though. Look at how that candle right there just acted as as resistance. Down, up, took liquidity, these highs, and took out that high too, even if it was just by whatever. We close below it, retest that zone, and then see that movement to the downside. I need that to form up here, or to form down here for the opposite way to go up. Then that's it. That's all I'm looking for. So then when we grow up, we can start looking for such things and just start scalping in and out without expecting some, for example, that right there, what is that? Is that like 1:1? If I was trading this, my entry would be at the touch of this candle, and because when we touched it, it just kept on going up, meaning it would have been filled somewhere on the inside, somewhere like right here, and my stop all the way up here. And then just look for 1:1 and you're done with that trade. The thing is, when you're taking losses, how are you gonna, how are you going to absorb those losses? So it has to be at least 1:2 maybe. So if we are taking these lows, that would be nice, but the 1 hour is forming a swing low here. We already seen open up. Is it gonna expand to the downside? Now we do have this 1 hour shenanigan here. I'm curious to see what it's gonna do when it gets there. So I'm gonna have this to the okay, we've taken out that whatever. Okay, gotcha, thank you. So now I'm hunting for a long. I don't think this was enough, but then I've seen such setups, man, where we have a high and then inside of that range price comes and takes a high inside of a range and then shoots down to the other side. So okay, seems like we'll be leaving a fair value gap here on the 5 minute. So I need to see a 5 minute order block confirm at least before 12:50. After 12:50 I do not I do not recommend, I don't need that that rule. So if there's nothing, if it keeps going down, then I'm gonna wait for that same formation that you've seen here, down, up, going down, retest, with a 12:50 macro. So if I see that, I'm taking a trade, and my stop loss is gonna be, it's not gonna be up here, it's gonna be just above the fair value gap. So in this case, my entry is gonna be tight, something like this. My stop loss just above the fair value gap, like that. And then we look for 1:2 to 1:3. That 12:50, everything just works so fast, so they just come into that fair value gap, touch it, and just leave. If we get taken out, then it's all good, no worries. We're just gonna go in with the risk that we are able to afford. So I would like them to form another 5-minute down candle. This is just too inside, man. Whatever they want to give us today, that's all I'm gonna take. So I might maybe hold to see if we're gonna get up here. If I get along, just like these other guys have done, they've all touched that 15-minute breaker or 15-minute order block, even call it out. No, what is it, like a 15-minute supply? This right here, up. So I could have just used this one, but I'll use all these, the 2-1, because this is inside here. So I think supply just take 1 or whatever they do. All right, I like that retracement back. That's the 5-minute though. And my bounce zone is currently this up candle to the downside, so that's just not good. So I need them to form another one, man. That's not giving me nothing. So I'm gonna get rid of this. That was just an example there. So if they keep coming up, then my entry is supposed to look something like this. And that right there is not worth it. And let's now hold to see if we can get see if we can get up here. What happened to my longs now? These things were a bit dark, bro. That was up to 36, and so was the short. Well, that can be, yeah. Yeah, so I need you guys to trade below this low and then come up so I can use this as my bounce zone, and that could be a nice return there. Relative equal highs, even though we did trade above them, so I don't know about that. The thing with this though is that could have been, you know, what this one candle is doing, that open high and then just go down to get the low and then close. So if that's the case, then we have no trade. The other thing is just to wait for that 1250 to see if it's gonna favor us. So in this case, that 1250 candle, I'd expect it to maybe shoot down and then go up, retest whatever fair value gap it leaves and a breaker, and then we can just enter with that. But I like this already, that we've traded below that low. This is now my bounce zone. So once we close up here, I'll go to the 5-minute, see if we do have a breaker form. So in this case, I'd like them to chill in here. So this could be our breaker if we can trade above it. Now looking at this, there's nothing I can do with the current 1 hour candle, because what I would like to see is the body not close below this 1 hour fair value gap, but I wouldn't know that. So maybe wait until 12:30, see if, you know, that 30-minute candle is gonna close above that, but we will be taking part in that, so that could be relevant. So right there, I like this. So this is my current bounce zone right now as we speak, my friend. Yeah. But there's really nothing I can do because I need to see purple, gray. That should be a little bit dark, don't you think? It's okay the way it is. I like how we just went back into that range. What are these guys gonna do? I don't know. And they both had that fair value gap there too. 1 hour FVG, 1 hour fair value gap right there. So pretty much the same thing. The only thing is the 15-minute whatever for US100 is a little bit up, so I'm thinking they'll want to do the same and get up to theirs too, just like this one's a little bit close. So that right there could be a nice entry. So looking at the 5 minute, I would like this one to remain red so I can use it as my order block, and I think it's going to be it. So 4 3 2 1, awesome. So once we close above here with the 5 minute, bruh, but here we do have some problems. We do have like an inverted 5 minute over there. Okay, that's so good, but now I have to wait for this 5 minute candle to close, and I could be late to this party, but it's okay. So right there should be, once this 1 minute candle closes, that should be my entry and my stop loss right there. So this can be an aggressive entry, but I'm not gonna do that, and I'll be looking at least 2:2.4. The thing is, we know that this 5 minute candle can reverse. So I need it to close, so I have to sit on my hands for the next 4 minutes. Patience, my people. The thing is, I need to have a plan. What if it closes bullish and then it doesn't come back to retest? What are we gonna do? My other entry will be above this zone, and I can just take whatever it gives me. I need that to be gray. So that touch, see, we closed. There's a body close. Once we touch this, I should have been in that, but I have a rule where the 5 minute order block has to confirm, and with that is a 5 minute body closure above a bearish candle here, above its open price. So the close price of the bullish candle has to be above the open price of the bearish candle, if that makes sense. And look at this here, we have a 5 minute fair value gap. So if that could be reversed, if they can come and close above here, so this is inverted, and probably just use it as support, and then just wick through, touch this area, and then we shoot up. That would be nice. Until then, see what's happening now. No, I'm just gonna keep. So I might have to. So I'm looking for longs here. Let's get ready. I think we have a trade here. Another long day, another bang. So in the next 2 minutes, we'll find out. We will find out. We have a little bitty of fair value gap, right? Actually, it's nothing. It looks balanced to me. That low and that high. Oof. Let me add. See that right there. Then that one touched again. Let me put that in red or blue. 1 minute. So this looks nice, man. So since we have already done some retest here, I feel like this is already retest. So once that 5 minute closes and we're just above here, it's guns blazing. I'm going in. So in the next 1 minute 13 seconds, the only issue I have is that 5 minute. Could be just be coming to retest that and then keep going with this downward momentum, but everything for my entry checks out. So in the next 1 minute we'll find out. So I can switch to the 1 minute candle here. I don't want you to go so far, because if you go so far, then I now require you to come and touch us here. Oh, it's gone. The other plan could be, but that's not in my rules though. Once we close above that this 5 minute, I can use the retest of this area as an entry and still have my stop loss down here, and we'll still appreciate what we get up there. So probably we can do that, because now we are leaving and this area is already done enough retest. I don't see why we need to come back down here, so probably I just use that as my entry. Hey, yeah. So I will demand a retest of this area, and then that's gonna be my entry. So I'm ready to go. Trading. Retest of this area will be enough for my entry. So this is inverted as we speak. That's good. It's now support, and looks like also like a venom. Once we touch this 5 minute, I mean, touch it, there we go. I'm in that trade. My stop loss way down here. I need to know how much I'm risking. 1%, that's good. And then our exit is just at that high, so I wonder what we're looking at. So my touch was at that right there, which is good enough. My stop loss down here, so let's see if this will work for us. What are we looking at for Friday? 1.4 is good enough for me. Let me see if that's exactly where we entered. So since we are still going down, my entry is somewhere here. My entry is at the close price of this down candle here, exactly right there. So I need us to go and get to this target before yeah. So we're looking at least 1.63 on this side. At least that's what I've entered. So on this side is whatever. So that's just gonna be a representation when I get to journaling. Anyway, we good. If we lose, we're still within our risk parameters, so we're Gucci. If we win, again, thank you Jesus. So this right here, is this what they call venom? So if this is a true venom, as I understand, we're not supposed to go below half of it. I think so. But in terms of my stop loss is way down here. So if you think that is venom, your stop loss could be below this candle here, and your entry when we start going out, I think at the low of this candle here, that should be your entry, and your stop loss below the fair value gap, whatever. I think so. So hopefully this comes out as a winner. So we do have that inverted fair value gap, which should act as resistance. I'm thinking if we can just close above it. So I could also mark this fair value gap here. I'm just giving more importance to that inverted fair value gap there. So let's see how this goes, man. So the 1 hour candle has flipped back to bullish. Wait, this is the 30 minute. So clearly that 1 hour fair value gap, as you can see, price is being kept above. The bodies are way above, so we just whipped through. That one is acting as a nice support, and we're going up. That's what I wanted to see on the 30 minute. But so let's take this back to the 1 hour. So I'm thinking we should trade above those highs, and US100, I'm thinking that could be the target up there. I don't want to find out. Once I get my 1.26, I'm out. Today's Friday, that would be a good win for me. So if we do get that 23.16 there, we will surpass the equity high, because the equity high was like 129.500, and we are now at 129, just a little bit away. So let's see how this goes, man. I think that's taking too much space, so I'm gonna just take this down a little bit. So right about there is good. It's not even necessary anyway. I think so. So you could have it like this, or like What are we looking at currently? We are looking at 1:, oh god, time to upgrade my mouse. We're looking at 1:0.5. So we're working that 5-minute inverted fair value gap right there. So we already know that that's the 1 hour high, so I can just, let me put the 5-minute here. Unfortunately, I'm not sharing those drawings. You know what, never mind. I'm gonna hide this. Now that 5 whatever acting as resistance over there. Again, I like this because see how we just, all fair value gaps are acting as supporting price to the upside, so that's good. So hopefully that one does the same too. Hopefully that one supports price to the upside as well. So what I don't want to see is any breakers form. Like for example, this is the last down candle going up. I don't want to see price close below it. Now look at this up candle before we shut down, adding towards that adding to that resistance, whatever. So we can close above it. There's some good indication. And then we have that remainder, and then look what we have here, another like an inverted 1 minute right there. So we can close above those, that would be nice. So I like that push to the upside. You know what, I don't even need that. That's a good push, and honestly I'm gonna take my full TP up here and I'll be okay. Today's Friday, I'm not, but I do have a feeling that we will get up here. Yeah. What was that sound for? $33. So we haven't still done 1:1. We have not yet done 1:1. My brother, can you? Oh yeah. 0.7. Why are we retracing to the downside, man? Keep going up. Anyway, what time is it? It's 12:42, bruh. We don't know what 12:50 is going to do. 12:50 yesterday sent price up, and then we shot down. Damn it. This is not good, brothers. This is a down candle, but these are wickless candles. I like that. To me, those are usually like price magnets. We do have wickless candle here, and we do have another one here. So once we take these highs, are we likely to trade up there? Let's go look what the 5-minute looks like now. So we do have that 5-minute that's been inverted, but then again, if you look here, we have a 5-minute fair value gap, which I hope remains open. Do not come to feel it. We are dropping like it's hot, man. Leave it open, or maybe we could see 12:50 do like it did yesterday. It shot up to a 5-minute fair value gap and then went back the other way. So do they want to do that today as well? Come down and then shoot up. So this is a down candle up. We've closed. No, we haven't. The body hasn't closed below that candle there. So we using that fair value gap there as support. This is just me micromanaging here. I think we will keep going up. What are the brothers doing? US30, stop this nonsense. Go up, boy. So if we did take that aggressive entry over there, we will be looking at let me see. No, just so my entry will be on this candle here. My stop loss will be that low. If we go and do the full TP, we'll be looking at 2.37. The potential right now is 1.26. We'll be looking at 0.9 R. If my stop loss was aggressive, like just have it down there, potential will be 3.5, whatever. So this is just shoulda, coulda, woulda. 1.6, bro. This is not looking good. This is not looking good for us, but stop loss is right there to do its job. Shoot it. So that inverted 5 minute is not letting price to close up, so it's quite a thing over there. Okay, well, let's see if this 5 minute is gonna hold price, the 5 minute fair value gap there, and there is down candle. So a true change of state in delivery would be if we could come and close above here because of this 1 2 3 continuous candles to the downside. If we could close above, that would be nice. So let's see how this goes. Now if for some reason we turn around and keep going up, we could use that low to that high and then that one symmetrical swing there as a target. But from what I'm seeing right now, things don't look so good. We are in drawdown, but the stop loss is right there to do its job. So, and we are gapping down. Hey, yeah. What time is it? 4 minutes to 12:50. This is a walk in the park. All this is balanced, should be like a strong pillar, but if we keep insisting on going down, then it's a walk in the park. So it's funny how price just so we came to that area, that last up candle before we shut down. So we do have a high, low, high, whatever. That's our last line of defense, at least a half of it. So if I was to put a line here, let me find that same color. That half line, if we close below it with the body, then yeah, our probabilities for winning this trade will have reduced tremendously. Okay, so that open price of this last down candle is acting as support, but that down candle is just super strong for my liking, my guy. US30 super bearish. Ooh. Two minutes to 12:50. By the look of things, man, I don't know. Again, the daily candle is bearish, right? And it was once here, so bulls, if I could say that, gave it a fight. But what I see with such days is it was predominantly bearish, and then it's kind of shaved off like this. They end up giving a little bit of the fight and kind of push it down some more, even if it's not gonna go all the way down here. So. Not looking good. So that's my last defense zone over there. That is my last defense zone over there. Bruh, 1 more minute to 12:50. There we go. Okay. So I might add something. If they turn around and they leave a fair value gap, I might just go in with what the hell is going on here? That's good. So see this, I wish I can put all this to the side so this can be a little bit clear. Goodness, I want to pull this to the side, and also that 5 minute to the side. Oh boy. Okay. Not looking good. Yeah, that 1250, once it starts to behave like that, so I would have hoped if they turn that to bullish and kind of close above this candle, because that would be my last up before we shut down. So if we close above it and they left a fair value gap, I would expect a retest to that fair value gap to keep going up. But once that 1250 just start behaving like this, it's usually just one-sided. So seems we'll be taking that loss over there, and I am out on this side. So yep, full loss. That's okay. So we're gonna take a picture of that loss. We had some potential though. We saw at least 0.78, which is not bad, but still that's not good either. Now am I willing to take a second chance? I don't know. We have some 9 more minutes to 1 p.m. Damn, we're just like a few hundreds away to equity high. Now we back down to 3k. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Friday. All right, let's take a picture real quick so we can do some journaling here. I don't want to get behind with my journaling like I was. I think that's a good representation. Copy link. Hurry up. Today was 5, 23, 25. I was trying to go long. That's the image right there. What time did we enter? 12:35, and we got taken out at 12:51. So the drawdown was 100%. The potential was 0.78, so I'll just do 0.7. What else is this? RR is a -1% or -1. So what a week, man. What a week. 2, 3, 4. And we're still going down. So that 5 minute inverted there held price to the downside. That's why I like marking those things, man. And this thing is still going down. There's really nothing I could have done with that. Yeah, the only thing maybe that could have kept me out of this trade is that logic where the daily candle, if it was, you know, predominantly bearish, and then they shave it like this, towards the end of the day, if that shaving happens a little bit early, like maybe today, then normally they do give in a fight. I mean, they're not gonna regain all of this whatever back to down here, but at least you'll see them come close down here, so it's all good. That still will make me to not take a trade, because what I was thinking is they would come up, take that high, and then I'll do this. That's kind of what I was betting on, but I guess this high I'd already taken out that high. I mean, that has nothing to do with price not getting up here, but I'm just thinking maybe that's why. So probably if this was something like this going down like this, then maybe they would have waked up to that level. But if I put a straight line, you can see this high. If I put a straight line here, we can see that we did trade above that high, even if it's just by a quarter of a tick or whatever the fraction of a tick that is. That could have been all they needed, and now they're still going down. So I'm gonna end my stream here. It's all good. Next week we'll be back and we'll see how this goes. So this week this was me doing some back tests, but these were the trades that were there this week. Did I take this trade? I think I did. Did I 5 minute family gap entry. That's the 1:1, and then on Tuesday there was another trade. That's all it gave us. And then on Wednesday I closed out early, short up, and then we came down. This is at 1 p.m. I don't want to play that game to see if we're gonna go up or not, so I just closed my trade with like at least 30% of the loss. A third of the risk had gone in. Yesterday was a nice trade, and this is why let me show you why I feel like it's important to close those trades early. Where is it? What do I have to? Now look what happened. Kind of the next day open, and then just played around here, and then just shut down. That would have taken me out, you know, and then proceeded to go up. After 1 p.m. I don't see why I'm still in there. This was that yesterday's trade. That was a nice win, man, and you see the potential was like 15, and the potential could be more because we're still going down, so I might have to update that. And actually let's just do it right now. Yesterday was 522, right? US30. What am I doing here? 522, 22, 22, 22. Damn, that potential is fire. I think I need a new mouse now. The potential, okay, the potential is still 1:15. Okay, so that doesn't change. Okay, I mean we didn't trade that far anyway. And then today's loss right there. So what would that be? 1 2 3 4 4R 6 7 8 4.8 minus 1, so 3.8, so 3.5 R for the week. That's okay, not bad. I did miss this trade though, so that doesn't really count. There's one of these trades I didn't take, and the reason why is instead of putting all of these three here, I only used the last up candle here to go down. But since the last up candle is embedded, it's kind of inside of a huge, of a bigger whatever within that range, then this is what I should have used, the last up candle here, because you see close here and then just touched it and went up and got a little bit like whatever the trade was offering. It was like 1:1 1.1, which is still good. At the end of the week, when you're doing your math, it adds up. So far, what do we have for the month here? Let's do some G23. 5R for the month. That's remarkable. I'm not gonna lie. That is good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses, and how many wins? 1, 2. Only only 3 wins and 7 losses out of 10 trades. So that's a 30% win rate, and we're up 5R. We'll see how that goes, man. We'll see how that goes. I don't know what I will be improving, honestly. I really don't know what I would be improving here. I don't know what I would be improving. I don't know what I would be improving in this strategy. I think that's what it offers, man. That's the best. 30% to 47 to 50 to 47%. That's the highest I've seen, which is still good, man. Which is still good. So March 4.67, April 2R, May 5R. Only trading 1 hour a day. There's some instances that we had some crazy returns. 9R over there. 15R, which is yesterday's trade. In April we had 18R over there. So if we was to do the math of the potential, right, of how far that trade went, don't know how to capture that though, but maybe as we still grow we'll know. J21 is the last one. 39R. So for some reason it was just perfect to know the perfect place to come out. The potential will be that is why this strategy, man, it's fire. So I'm gonna just keep it and just, I don't know, just find a way to, let's see the month of April. That will be, what is that, J9 to J, what's the other one, the last one that has an entry, J28. 49R. Jesus. How about May, so far where we are right now? Let's see. Okay, it's 102. I need to be leaving these charts. What is this? 23. I don't think I should count. Whatever. That's just me counting if it was perfect. So 36, 39, 49, 36. That's enough for you to retire forever. Is it? No, it's not, but we'll be in a nice place. Anyway, that is just like shoulda, coulda, woulda. When we grow up, we'll know how to take full advantage of that. So we'll just leave it there. Anyway, I'm gonna end this stream here. There's really nothing I could have done with today's trade. It really looked nice. We went to at least 0.7, but you know, that resistance right there just was like, you know what, try another day. Whoop. So that was Trader Marina, and I'll end the stream here. And I'll see you guys again on Monday. So tomorrow I might come up at the same time, because tomorrow is a weekend, no trading. I might come up just at the same time that I sit in front of my charts, and then maybe for an hour, 2 hours, back test a little bit. So I got data for for March, April, and May. So maybe go back to January and do January and February, and then we can have more data. So I just need to sit down now and kind of go through what I have and see what I can I can improve on. So probably maybe go do some research out there, see people who have a similar thing and how they have streamlined their strategy, then see if there's something I'm seeing or not. But from what I'm doing, I really don't see what. I mean, I feel like that's the end of my with what I know. Well, so probably seek out for some more people who are ahead of me and see what it is I'm missing. But in the meantime, we're doing good. We are losing nicely. Our risk management is fire. I'm not chasing trades no more and then losing more than I need to lose. And with that, when we get good trades, we are really catching up on getting back those losses and even moving ahead a little bit. So that's it, and I'm gonna end the stream here. So I'll see you guys in the morning at 11:45 for a weekly review and some more back testing or whatever I decide to do, but probably it's gonna be within that line. So that was Trader Maria, and I'm out. God bless you all, and let's keep walking, and we'll get there soon. And I'm out. Peace.